Good evening. We are continuing to track breaking news out of Moscow, Idaho. The bodies of 4 University of Idaho students discovered in a house just steps away from campus. We're glad you're here tonight. I'm Whitney Ward. Those students were discovered just yesterday afternoon in a neighborhood near Greek Row on campus. Earlier today, the university released the identities of the victims found in that house. 20-year-old Ethan Chapin from Conway, Washington, 21-year-old Madison Mogan from Coeur d'Alene, 20-year-old Xana Zerdodal from Post Falls, and 21-year-old Kaylee Gonzalez from Rathdrum, Idaho. Now tonight we have team coverage of this story as it continues to unfold. Janelle Finch and Mark Hanrahan are in the studio with more from the victims' friends and families. First though, we are going to Amanda Rowley live at the scene this evening where we have seen police activity over the last several hours. She's been at this tracking developments all day. Amanda?
Yeah, good evening, Whitney. The crime scene here at the home of the 4 University of Idaho students has been very active all day long. We've seen a search dog here this afternoon, several Moscow police officers coming and going. We now know the Idaho State Police, they are now assisting in the investigation. But right now, this is the most calm I've seen this property. We aren't seeing very much movement, but you can see there is some small memorial, some flowers laid at the base of the property. Police tape still left here, and within the last hour, we did see some students coming by just to check on things. Now, Moscow police have not given any indication of whether they'll hold a press conference, but here's what we know right at this hour. Right now, we know that the police department responded to King Road for a call about an unconscious person yesterday around noon. And when police arrived at this home, they found the 4 deceased students inside. Now, as we mentioned this morning, the city and university identified all students. We do know 2 of the victims were members of a fraternity and sorority. Ethan Chapman was a member of Sigma Chi fraternity, as well as Xana Kernodal, a junior from Post Falls, is a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority. Now, I also spoke with the Moscow mayor, who was shocked to hear the news of this tragedy happening in his community. Take a listen.
This is stuff that shouldn't happen, especially in a small, quiet town like Moscow is, where we're heavily involved with the university. And these are things that affect not just town, but the university, the students, lends everybody to a sense of insecurity about what's going on here and why. And it's a very tragic and sad situation all around.
Now, the cause of these students' death has not been released yet by the Latah County coroner, but we do know their families have been notified. Coming back out live here at the scene, as I mentioned, there's a small memorial forming just at the foot of the driveway. Here's some flowers. We do know there's a small memorial forming at the University of Idaho sign here on campus. Some teddy bears and flowers have been laid out. We've also seen a huge outpouring of support here driving through downtown Moscow. Several businesses putting up signs saying our prayers and thoughts are with the Vandal community. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated as we learn more from Moscow. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. And tonight in our continuous team coverage, we are also learning more about who these victims were. Our Janelle Finch spoke with the family of Kaylee Gonzalez. Janelle?
In speaking with Kaylee Gonzalez's mother and sister, they tell me Kaylee was a strong and passionate go-getter. She even already had a job lined up in the tech industry after graduation. Kaylee was one of 5 Gonzalez's children. She graduated from Lake City High School, the same school as Maddie Mogan, another victim. Kaylee's family says the 2 were especially close, and Maddie was a part of their family as well. Kaylee's oldest sister, Olivia, shared a statement on behalf of the Gonzalez family. It reads in part, "Kaylee was, is, and always will be our defender and protector. She is tough and fair, the ultimate middle child. She did absolutely everything she set her mind to. She didn't hold back on love, fights, or life. Kaylee was the ultimate go-getter and constantly wanted an adventure." We still have a lot of questions about what happened. Also looking for answers is Kaylee's family. Kaylee's sister Olivia asked the public to stop spreading rumors about what happened and wait for the facts from police. We are continuing to ask our own questions and will continue to bring you updates as we get them. In the studio, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Thank you very much. And we are also learning more about 20-year-old Ethan Chapin tonight. Mark Hanrahan joining us right here in the studio with more about him from neighbors.
Yes, good afternoon, Whitney. Ethan Chapin was the lone male found dead yesterday. He was a 20-year-old freshman and a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity. We have learned that he was a triplet and that his brother was also attending the University of Idaho. Our sister station in Seattle spoke with Chapin's childhood neighbors who described him and his siblings like grandchildren. The family is from Conway, Washington, which is in Skagit County, north of Seattle. Dave Hayden and his wife describe Ethan as smart, athletic, and always respectful. They say all three siblings were great kids and that having one of them gone is just inconceivable.
I know I didn't sleep a lot last night. I just thinking of them. We had some good times together. I remember last night I woke up several times and I think, gee, I wish somebody would just tell me this is a bad dream. But unfortunately, it's not a bad dream. It's a reality.
According to the University of Idaho, Chapin was majoring in recreation, sport, and tourism management. We mentioned that he's a triplet. He has a brother and a sister. Again, we know that the brother also attended the University of Idaho. Whitney, now back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Well, the Mad Greek restaurant in Moscow posted on Facebook that Xana and Maddie worked there as servers for several years. The post said they brought so much joy to the restaurant and those they encountered. The post said, quote, "You will be greatly missed. Thank you for being part of our family and for helping me so much over the years." That restaurant is closed today so that people working there can process and grieve. And tonight we are also hearing from a leader in the University of Idaho community on the reaction to this tragedy. KREM 2 has reaction now from the U of I head football coach. Earlier today at a press conference, the football coach Jason Eck spoke about the tragedy and what it means to such a tight-knit community and student body.
Our heartfelt condolences and sympathies to everyone affected by this on campus, especially the family and friends of Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. I know this is something that will affect the whole student body at Idaho and the whole community. We also have some members of our football program who were friends with these students and had gone to high school with them or were friends there. So it's a tough day.
And KREM 2 is working to get more details about what happened at this hour. We know there has been an incredible outpouring of emotion from the Moscow community. Tonight, as Amanda said, that makeshift memorial has been set up for the victims, and we'll have more on this story coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 4:30.